The drama in Genoa City is heating up like never before, and next week, The Young and the Restless promises to deliver a twist that nobody saw coming. What starts as a seemingly innocent moment between two longtime friends quickly turns into one of the most shocking kisses in recent YNR memory. Tessa Porter and Daniel Romalotti caught up in a moment of undeniable chemistry. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The fallout from this unexpected encounter will ripple across relationships, careers, and families, leaving fans gasping for air as secrets threaten to explode. Let's dive deep into everything that's about to unfold, how the steamy kiss happens, and what it means for everyone involved. A perfect storm brewing. For weeks, subtle tension has been building between Tessa and Daniel, though neither of them realized just how close they were to crossing a dangerous line. Tessa, who has been navigating new challenges as a mother with Mariah, has found herself feeling isolated. The couple's adopted daughter, Aria, has brought immense joy, but also stress. Between sleepless nights, Mariah's demanding work schedule, and Tessa's stalled music career, cracks have started to form in their once-perfect union. Meanwhile, Daniel has been struggling to balance his creative drive with personal chaos. His relationship with Heather Stevens has been rocky since her return to Genoa City. They've been trying to rebuild their family with Lucy, but old wounds from Daniel's past decisions continue to haunt them. When Daniel starts spending late nights at the studio, collaborating with Tessa on a new music project, the line between professional and personal begins to blur. Their shared creative energy becomes a spark neither can fully control. The collaboration that changes everything. It all begins when Devin Hamilton asks Tessa to help compose a theme song for an upcoming Hamilton Winters project. Tessa, feeling creatively drained and desperate to reclaim her musical spark, agrees. Devin pairs her with Daniel, whose digital art and storytelling background could bring a new edge to her sound. At first, their sessions are purely professional. Tessa hums melodies while Daniel sketches visuals to inspire her. They talk about passion, creativity, and the meaning of expression, conversations that slowly peel away emotional layers they both thought were long sealed. Daniel sees the side of Tessa that's raw and searching. Tessa sees in Daniel someone who listens without judgment, something she's been craving as she and Mariah drift into routine. And so, one night, with the studio lights dim and the hum of the speakers filling the silence, something shifts. The kiss that changes everything. It happens in a flash, a collision of emotion, confusion, and unresolved desire. Tessa, exhausted and vulnerable, sings a haunting new ballad about lost love and rediscovery. Her voice trembles as she finishes the last line. Daniel, clearly moved, stands up to applaud but can barely speak. Their eyes meet, heavy with unspoken words. He tells her quietly, "That was beautiful, Tess. You felt every word." She smiles weakly, brushing a tear from her cheek. "It's been a long time since someone made me feel that, understood." And before either of them can stop it, Daniel leans in, and their lips meet in a soft, hesitant, yet undeniably passionate kiss. For a brief, electric moment, time stands still. Then, realization crashes in. Tessa pulls away, her eyes wide with shock. "Daniel, we can't," she stammers, grabbing her bag and rushing out before he can respond. He stands there, guilt flooding through him, knowing this one impulsive act could destroy everything he holds dear. The fallout begins. By the next morning, guilt consumes Tessa. She can't look Mariah in the eye without her heart pounding. Every time Mariah mentions Daniel or the studio, Tessa's stomach twists. She considers confessing, but fears it'll end their marriage. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Meanwhile, Daniel tries to bury the moment, convincing himself it was meaningless, just a result of artistic emotion and exhaustion. But when Heather notices Daniel's distraction during dinner and Lucy catches him staring at his phone, the cracks start to widen. Tessa and Daniel both agree silently to pretend it never happened. But secrets never stay buried long in Genoa City. Mariah's suspicions rise. Mariah has always been sharp, emotionally intuitive, and unafraid to call out dishonesty. When she notices Tessa becoming distant and anxious, she starts to wonder if something more than postpartum fatigue is at play. The first clue comes when Mariah drops by the studio unannounced. She finds Daniel and Tessa mid-laugh, their chemistry undeniable. The air between them feels charged, almost guilty. Mariah brushes it off at first, until she later overhears Devin jokingly telling Daniel, "You and Tessa make a hell of a team. You're practically finishing each other's sentences." That's when the worry becomes suspicion. Mariah's protective instincts kick in, and she begins watching more closely late-night text messages, awkward silences, and Tessa's sudden reluctance to spend time at home. It's only a matter of time before Mariah confronts her. Heather's fury. At the same time, Heather Stevens begins to suspect Daniel is hiding something. She senses his guilt, the late nights, the missed family dinners, the vague excuses. When she sees a text from Tessa pop up on Daniel's phone, "We need to talk about last night," Heather's world tilts. She confronts him, voice trembling with anger. "What exactly happened last night, Daniel?" Daniel hesitates, torn between honesty and fear. Heather, reading his silence as confirmation, storms out, taking Lucy with her. For Daniel, the fallout begins immediately. His attempt to repair one broken relationship has now cost him another. The confrontation, Mariah versus Tessa. The emotional climax of the week arrives when Mariah corners Tessa in their apartment. Tessa, visibly shaken, tries to hold it together as Mariah lays it all out, the long hours, the emotional distance, the late-night texts. "You think I don't notice when you're hiding something?" Mariah demands, her voice breaking. "I can feel it, Tessa." "What happened with Daniel?" Tessa's silence says everything. Tears well up as she whispers, "It was one kiss. I swear, it meant nothing. I was just lost." Mariah's response is devastatingly calm. "You weren't lost, Tessa. You found something in someone else." The silence that follows is crushing. Tessa reaches out, but Mariah steps back, her heart visibly breaking. "I can't even look at you right now," she says, walking out the door. The aftermath, shattered trust. In the days that follow, Genoa City buzzes with whispers. Rumors spread fast, thanks to none other than Summer Newman, who overhears Heather venting to Phyllis at Society. By midweek, everyone knows something happened between Daniel and Tessa. The gossip hits social media, and even Devin is forced to address it when Hamilton Winter's reputation is questioned. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Devin calls Daniel and Tessa into his office, furious. "You two were supposed to be professionals. Do you realize what this could do to the company's image?" Both apologize profusely, but Devin warns them there will be consequences. Their project is put on indefinite hold. Meanwhile, Mariah confides in Sharon, who becomes her emotional anchor. Sharon, always wise and grounded, encourages Mariah to focus on what's best for Arya. Sometimes, Sharon says, love survives even the worst mistakes. But only if both hearts are willing to rebuild. Tessa's redemption arc begins. Feeling like she's lost everything, her marriage, her job, her creative partner, Tessa decides to take responsibility. She meets Mariah at Crimson Lights, nervously clutching a notebook of new songs she's written. These songs, she says quietly, they're about us. About forgiveness. About how one mistake doesn't erase everything we built. Mariah listens, conflicted. She wants to be angry, and she is, but she also sees the pain in Tessa's eyes. Tessa's remorse is real, her love still deep. "You broke my heart," Mariah says softly. "But part of me still wants to believe in us." Their conversation ends without resolution, but with a glimmer of hope, a reminder that love on the young and the restless is never truly over. Daniel's downward spiral. Daniel, on the other hand, isn't as lucky. Heather refuses to return his calls, and Lucy won't even speak to him. Phyllis, ever the meddling mother, steps in furious that her son's bad judgment has caused another scandal. "You had everything, Daniel. A family, a second chance, and you threw it away for what? A kiss." Her words cut deep, but Daniel doesn't defend himself. He knows she's right. He throws himself into his art, painting late into the night as a way to numb the guilt. But even his creativity begins to feel hollow. The one person who truly understood his artistic soul, Tessa, is now off limits forever. Devin's dilemma. Caught in the middle of the chaos, Devin Hamilton must make a tough decision. With Tessa's reputation damaged and Daniel's credibility questioned, the entire Hamilton Winters creative division is at risk. Lily, always the voice of reason, advises compassion. They made a mistake, but maybe they deserve a chance to rebuild professionally. Everyone in this town has done worse. Devon isn't sure. This isn't just about them. It's about the message it sends to everyone else. Ultimately, Devon decides to suspend both Daniel and Tessa temporarily, giving them time to reflect. It's a professional punishment that stings, but it might be exactly what they need to find clarity. A glimpse of forgiveness. As the week draws to a close, Mariah sits in Aria's nursery, watching their daughter sleep. Her mind replays every moment, the love, the laughter, and now the betrayal. Tessa walks in quietly, hesitant. "I know you don't owe me anything," she says softly. "But I can't stop loving you, Mariah. I made a terrible mistake, and I'll spend every day proving that I'm still the person you fell in love with." Mariah doesn't respond immediately. Tears fill her eyes as she finally says, "If we're ever going to move forward, it has to start with honesty. No more secrets." Tessa nods, reaching out her hand. Mariah hesitates, then takes it. It's not reconciliation, but it's a step. And in Genoa City, a single step can be the start of a brand new chapter. What's next on The Young and the Restless? Next week promises even more drama as the fallout deepens. Mariah confides in Sharon, who gives her crucial advice about rebuilding trust or walking away for good. Heather considers leaving Genoa City permanently with Lucy, leaving Daniel devastated. Devon faces backlash from Hamilton Winters' investors demanding accountability. Phyllis plots damage control, but her help may make things worse. And in a shocking twist, Noah and Newman returns, furious that Tessa has jeopardized everything and determined to confront Daniel himself. The kiss may have been brief, but its consequences will echo through every corner of Genoa City. Can Tessa and Mariah's love survive betrayal? Can Daniel repair his shattered life? Or will this one impulsive moment set off a chain reaction that changes Y&R forever? Final thoughts. In classic Young and the Restless fashion, this storyline blends passion, guilt, redemption, and heartbreak, reminding viewers why this soap continues to captivate after decades on air. Tessa and Daniel's kiss isn't just about temptation, it's about emotional vulnerability, the fragility of connection, and the human need to be seen and understood. It's a storyline that challenges fans to question, can love withstand imperfection? Subscribe the channel to get such videos.